Okay, what about coming up with a good title and subtitle for your blog? Now the blog title, this is pretty easy because it should be the same or very similar to your domain name. So with the domain name buddingachievers.com that we looked at earlier, the title would just be Budding Achievers. And doitforwildlife.co.uk, the title would simply be Do It for Wildlife. Now there may be occasions where you want to add a word either in front or after the domain name. For example, The Budding Achievers or Let's Do It for Wildlife. And neither of those names sounds as good as using the exact domain name, but sometimes it may sound better with a word in front or after. I have a blog called Theo MacArthur. The domain name is theomacarthur.com and the title of the blog is just Theo MacArthur, but I could have something like Learn with Theo MacArthur and that would still sound okay. So that's the title. What about the subtitle? What is a blog subtitle? It's a short descriptive tagline. For example, now this is a blog that's about travel for solo females. And the name of the blog, it's something like Kate's Travel Blog. And the tagline is Traveling as a Solo Female. So that describes exactly what the subject of the blog is. And as a subtitle for doitforwildlife.co.uk, it could be something like Encouraging and Protecting Local Wildlife, because that is going to be the subject of the blog. Now, where will this title and subtitle show up on your blog? Well, probably nowhere as far as your visitors are concerned, because the way that themes are constructed, WordPress themes, we're going to be using a theme and setting one up shortly. The way it's all set out, normally the title and subtitle won't be showing because instead we'll be using a logo. However, Google and the other search engines can read the title and the subtitle, so it's important that we do have a proper title and subtitle for the search engines. So for my title, it's just going to be Do It for Wildlife, and the subtitle, Encourage and Protect Your Local Wildlife. I probably won't have in the UK, it's not necessary because it's a .co.uk domain anyway. Alright, now if you're struggling with coming up with a subtitle, here's a tip. Just open a text file and start jotting down words and phrases that describe the subject of your blog. And ultimately, you want to come up with something that relays what your blog is about. You don't want it to be too long or too short. 5 words to maximum 15 words usually for a subtitle. Alright, see you in a minute in the next lesson.